What's up everybody, this is Ven bringing you another MOC Spotlight where we take apart what you build, and for today's episode we'll be taking a look at the old cottage created and posted to our message boards by Brickpiler. Now before we get started, allow me to brief you on the three fundamental qualities that I'll be focusing on throughout the review: the overall appearance of the MOC, the build of the MOC itself, and whatever concepts and ideas that may have been put into the MOC's creation. I'll be forming a personal opinion on this MOC based on each quality, determining where the MOC excels and where it could use a bit of improvement. So let's get this started. Now this isn't something you'd see too often on the MOC Spotlight, and quite frankly, it's really refreshing to not only get a system MOC, but also a MOC that's based on architecture. Unless somebody can redirect me to some sort of bionicle house, that'd be pretty freaking sweet too. I'd like to actually see that. Now back to the old cottage. I really do like this MOC. It looks like it's an official set, honestly, like a really small and condensed creator set. Or maybe something that would have come out to promote The Hobbit, because that's what the whole aesthetic really reminds me of. It's small, it looks really cozy, it's got a really nice clean finish, with maybe a couple of studs that stick out here and there. And for something so small that it looks like it can only really house one minifigure, maybe two at best, it's quite stylized and it's got a lot of small details, like this lamp hanging out of the front door, the cobblestone in front of the front door itself having this uniform shape with all the windows, the gold patterns on the roof, all this grass and plants and trees and everything, even the little bit of plants growing on the cottage itself. It's like someone amped up the fertilizer to overdrive here. Be careful walking in this tall grass, because you never know, a tall Pokemon. Well, that was a slip up. I meant to say a wild Pokemon, but no, I guess a tall Pokemon and short Pokemon, any kind of Pokemon alike, will jump at you. A serious note, I actually do like that all this greenery is placed around the cottage, because again, it kind of goes hand in hand with what I was saying about it reminding me of The Hobbit, where this cottage is located in a very natural and very green setting. All these plants just freely growing, going about their business. Look at this guy. He's enjoying the wilderness that's in his backyard. Granted, it's a very small backyard, but still. Now, there is also an interior to this whole thing, but unfortunately, there's only one picture of it, and it looks to be quite small. I mean, oh, who would have thought? I wish we had more pictures of it, because from what I can see, it looks pretty neat in of itself. Like, the floor has a texture to it. There's this thing on the wall. Looks like it could be a pipe, or maybe just some random silver pole. I'm not entirely sure. But it is pretty cool to see that you can actually fit a minifigure in here if you wanted to. It's not just a model of a cottage, it's actually somewhat interactive. All in all, I find myself lacking in anything else to really say about the cottage. I mean, I really do like it in terms of both the appearance and the build, where it's small and kinda simple, but also very creative and unique. And I really do appreciate that the builder, as he mentioned in his topic for this MOC, decided that he wanted to take a break from building mechs all the time, and I guess by breaking that monotony, he went ahead and just built this instead, because I feel like this demonstrates a good bit of versatility when it comes to building with system. If you can just one day decide, I don't want to do what I usually do, I want to build something completely different from what I usually do, and then it turns out so neat, for lack of a better word to summarize everything of what I think about this MOC. And again, it's not too often that I see MOCs like this posted on the message boards, but I would love to see more like this. Architecture and system, both of these areas not really touched all too often. So tell you what, guys, since it seems like most of you are already into building with bionicle and Technic elements, I propose a bit of a challenge. I mentioned earlier that it would be pretty neat to see a house built out of bionicle elements, and I want to see how you guys pull that off. It's been a while since we've had a MOC Spotlight challenge, and I think it's about time that I challenged you guys to build a house, any kind of house, out of bionicle, Technic, and/or CCBS. Basically anything but system. So build that house, post it to our message boards at board.ttvchannel.com, And by the time that this video is out, I'll have a topic prepared where you guys can all post your entries to this challenge. Because as it goes with every MOC Spotlight challenge, it is a bit of a contest to see how creative and interesting you can take this. And whatever MOC I deem to be the most favorable will get its own MOC Spotlight. I'll give you guys until September 18th to get this done. So if I were you, I'd go and get started as soon as possible. And now that that's all been said and done, I want to thank you, Brickpiler, for sharing this with the community on the message boards. I do sincerely hope to see more out of you, perhaps more MOCs that are not mechs, just to see more stuff like this. I really like what you had to offer here. And of course, as always, the same goes for you viewers. Whether you choose to enter the challenge or not, please consider posting your own creations to our message boards at board.ttvchannel.com to possibly earn yourself a MOC Spotlight in the future, where your creation can be recognized for its own interesting or creative qualities. So I hope to see you then. If not, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.